So this is how we're going to prepare our stylist or kiska to write on the egg with wax. Okay, so the rest of this process we're going to be writing on the egg with the kiska, and I have a couple different brands of kiska. This blue one I bought at Orbit's in Edmonton. It is a medium style. The red handle is large and the white handle is small. This wooden kiska is from Ukrainian Accessories. I also love this one because whether it's an electric kiska or, you know, I don't know, like not electric, I guess. Her tips are all the same. She goes from extra fine to extra heavy or large. Okay, this one is also a medium that we use in class. Okay, this stylus actually uses, this one's good for filling in, but this one uses a puck of wax, and you like heat up the metal as well, and you dip it in. Any of these kiskas, it doesn't matter what brand it is, the only part to touch the flame is the pointy part of our kiska. Okay, we never want to dump it upside down. You can actually see, it's hard to tell in there, but this one's actually pretty full of wax. I'm still going to show you how to fill it. Only the pointy part goes into the fire. We don't want to go at the top of the fire. It makes a lot of smoke. That's actually not the warmest part of the fire. Okay, so we just want to go to the bottom of the fire flame, closest to the wick, and we always want to have it pointing down. We never want to have it heating up with the bucket down because it'll dump out. Okay, so if you just see, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm overheating the kiska. It's actually smoking. Okay, now when it gets too hot, it likes to drip, and it will drip on your egg. Okay, so we want to be sure that we do not overheat our kiska. Okay, because we don't want it to drip onto our egg. The other thing is when it's overheated, the wax gets really runny and it will not make good lines. Okay, so I'm just going to overheat it. Again, I don't want you doing this, but I'm going to overheat it so you can see the difference in the lines when you draw. So it just dripped there on me too. So see how thick and bubbly it is? Okay, when our wax or kiska is heated perfectly, we should get very thin, consistent lines. And actually these darker patches of black, those are actually when the kiska was too hot and it actually dripped while it was going. So I've used almost all my wax. It will go for quite a long time. Okay, once it stops, there's either one of three things. It's usually either too cold, too hot, it'll also stop flowing. It might drip, it may stop completely, or it's out of wax finally. Okay, so we're gonna again just heat it up. After we do our initial heat of the color even, or the first time we're using it, we're only going to put it in for 5 seconds. So because this has no wax in it, it also overheated a little bit too much. So this is plenty of wax for your entire egg. Okay, so you may only have to fill up once per color. Okay, so see how nice and easy that was to get it in there. Okay, usually one strip of wax is enough to fill it up. I'm going to fill it up a little bit more because I want it to come to the top. Now that is almost too full. Okay, you can see it actually wants to drip again. Okay, I'm going to let it drip over there instead of onto my egg or onto my paper towel. Okay, I'm going to heat it up again really quickly, less than 5 seconds now because it was good. Okay, and I'm going to draw and just check that it's working. Okay, I don't have actual paper towel on my thing. Okay, if your kiska is too cold when you go to fill it up, and again, mine is not right now, actually, if I switch to the other one. Okay, so if it's cold and I go to push it in, I kind of have to force it. Actually, it's not even going in at all. Okay. Right? So we want to make sure we don't force it because we don't want to break. These Kiskas are actually, as durable as they are, they're fairly fragile if we overheat them. For this style, any style that has the wood, you definitely don't want to be heating anything other than the very fine point tip. Okay. So that one actually went in. It's still a little bit cold. Okay. But that's all you're going to do. And again, you're going to check and touch. Anytime you fill up your Kiska, I like to do this on the paper towel in front of me, because then if it has like wax or the beeswax on the outside of the tip, it's less likely to drip if I do something like that. Okay, so no playing with the paraffin wax ever. If it happens to catch on fire, all you're going to do is you're going to set it down or touch it. Okay, snuff it out with the back. The candle should still look like this when you bring it back to the front. Okay, if you happen to get a drop of wax on your finger, okay, again, do not panic. Put your Kiska down, walk quietly over to the sink, run it under cold water, and you can pull that wax off after it's cooled, and then again run it under cold water and get a bandage if you need. Okay, but we're not fooling around. When we don't have an egg in front of us, we are not even holding this. Okay, it is at rest on the candle holder, not on the station. Okay, and because we're sharing candles, we're not going to blow the candle out on our partner, okay, or our friends that are beside us. Oops. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and go to the next step.